have no idea how happy I am to be here. Grasshopper too, and we can see, and we know you have been through a lot these past few years, so have we. But I have to say, you guys look fantastic. I don't know how you made it through, but it's so good, really. And we have to thank you. We do. Because believe it or not, for about 25 years now, since that album came out, Deserter Songs, we really haven't had a chance to play the songs the way that they were originally revealed to us, to Grasshopper and I, all those years ago, the way that they came through us in a way. And for many of you, maybe you've seen us play and you hear all the oboes and the flutes and the big drums and everything that goes with it when we usually play live in sort of that rock setting. But in the way that you hear them tonight is the way that Grasshopper and I first heard them, before that orchestral cavalry came riding over the horizon to save the day. The way that these songs are coming through us to you is the way that they appeared all those years ago in a small upstate New York attic in an old Civil War building in the Catskill Mountains, where we recorded on this old 8-track reel-to-reel tape, Grasshopper and I, late at night, where everybody below us sleeping could hear every little whisper, every little word we were saying or we were strumming, to the point that you can hear on some of the original demos the people banging on the ceiling with the broomstick during the recording of the demo, asking us to play quieter and quieter. And so maybe if the way you first heard Deserter Songs, it sounds like midnight music, late night music. That's the way it was originally written. That's the way it originally appeared to Grassy and I all those years ago. And it might seem strange in its own way that it took so long to play the songs this way. And it did. And I don't have a really good reason for it. You might think that all along those years since Deserter Songs came out that we have had many, many opportunities to do this. But they're really quite rare. Most people want to see you play the songs the way that they know them, from the vinyl, from the radio, with everything that goes along with it. But the way that you hear them tonight, they're going to really feel to you the way they felt to us. Really, really thin. So here, sound quiet, not really knowing which way they're going. And in that way, we're having a new discussion or a new conversation. We're listening again. Grassy and I always are talking about when we're playing it in such a quiet setting that we hear things we haven't heard since the mid-90s when the songs were coming through us. It gets hard to say, and maybe it'll make more sense as the night goes on, with some of the other songs that we'll play, some of the other songs from that album, and other songs that have inspired us. And there's one more thing I gotta say, and this is true. It's gonna seem to you like we don't know how to end the songs. And we didn't. Back then, we would just find these two chords, whatever those two chords were, and we would just play them them over and over, quieter and quieter as each night went on, for like hours. Just these two chords, thinking like, we got it. We didn't have it, we didn't have anything else, but we had these two chords, quieter and quieter. And at the end, I'd lean over to Grasshopper and I'd whisper, and then we'll end the song in feedback. And that really was our go-to solution for every song. And for whatever reason, whatever fate sort of lent its ear to us, the songs didn't end that way on Deserter Songs. They ended in very different ways from some of the earlier records. And so tonight we thank you, because this festival, I know it's a piano festival, and you're not going to hear Rachmaninoff or Smirnoff. You probably hear a little Smirnoff. But you'll hear them the way that they first allowed themselves to be heard by us. This is tonight's shows.